EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Now Watson. That's caught by Penny.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Watson. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And this will be swung out for Lindsay. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Check cross, check cross, check cross. Deuce.
They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Slam. 25, check 25, check 25. 26, check 24.
A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Watson just beating the play clock. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. From the 17, Watson. A little check down to Lindsey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Second down and goal. Watson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Devon Hamilton able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And his kick is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Lawrence. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. 56, Mike.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. He'll get 3 up to midfield. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Going for it, here's Etienne. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And some room to work. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Lindsey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Watch the safety creep. Watch twits. Watch twits.
Watson now to throw. And he finds Penny. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And it's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A huge gain of 40 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off Week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Check. Check hot. Undercrunch. Check 15. Check 15.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Right there. 54. Right there. Alert. Mike 54. Here we go.
To throw is Watson. Ertz has it left side. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Here's Watson on the sneak, and he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Watson sliding out of the pocket. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Jags grab it. And he's into the clear. The 40. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Watson on first down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a first down throw. Watson rolling to his right. Going deep this time for Miller. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, but it's going to be second down.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He'll buy some time right. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
That was well played, but that's also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Forced out to his left. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Desmond King, ex of the Chargers and Titans, in on the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
56 to Mark, boy. 56. Check 56.
They'll try the left side with ETN. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's a give to ETN. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down.
56. Mike, 56 right there.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Lawrence, they'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Another completion there. We think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career, an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Tighten up. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words every time we...
Touchdown! DJ Chark, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Watson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field, going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Sean Davis that time on the tackle.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. On the slant, this is Chark. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets into the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there. Handoff, running left is Etienne. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This is James Robinson. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. On 1st down, Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Back now in Houston. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Pushes him over.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A nice throw there. We've seen a lot of those from this young man. How would you assess, Charles, his first start thus far?
I think it's been everything that they could have asked for because he's handled all the basic things quite well. And even some of the wrinkles that have been thrown.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jacob Hollister there to make the grab. And the Jags are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside. And now Watson throws another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
23 yards, the final tally. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Right side, it's Manhurts, the tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 51 the mic, boys. 51.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
On play action, Lawrence. And it'll be intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. On the return, here's Agnew. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
draw corkers.
On first down, it's Robinson. Oh, there's a nice move by Robinson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Ready. 50, plant. 56. You got nothing there. You got nothing there.
They run. Robinson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Dancing to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now it's Watson. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he did not reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time, Watson on fourth down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Hey, seam six.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. What a difference a year makes so far, at least. These guys last place in their division a year ago. Looking like they're going to move to 1-0 right now.
Not really unusual in the NFL, though, is it? Because we always talk about every year, 8-8 is kind of the baseline for everyone, plus or minus. And we've seen many teams go from worst to first. I know it's 1 week, but still, they're starting to think to themselves, we've got a chance this season.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Flush to his right. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Mike's I'm scared.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to go down again. Josh Allen getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And notice you used the word sparked, because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 48, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And he's taken down inside the 30. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jaguars, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll be back home.